We will go ahead and get started. Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to our final Monday freebie of 2020. And we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to back up to my little mat here that sort of shows me my spot. We always want to make sure not to grab too much water before oil wells. This move, because of the fact that we're going to be folding and swinging between those legs, we don't want to have too much in our stomach. I have had this move make me nauseous. It was many years ago, but it can happen. So you want to make sure that things have kind of settled a bit before you use this one. Foot position on this one, remember, shoulder width apart so that the dangling hand still is our first place that we start from. But instead of being at 1 and 11 like plies, our toes are both pointing at midnight. We're making railroad tracks. Now, for some of us, we have to adjust our stance. This is my plie stance. It's a little wider, and now my hands can swing right inside of my heels without me moving my hands in. However, if I bring my toes forward, the next big piece of oil wells that's super important is pushing the knees out over the little toe. And if you look, you can actually see I have my arms on the front of my legs. You can see I'm not actually a house. I actually want from knee to ankle to be straight up and down from floor to ceiling. I have a short calf from knee to ankle, so it's not possible for me to get to this position without moving my legs in. So now from knee to ankle, I have this nice straight line instead. So you may have to adjust your stance shorter if you have a short knee to ankle. Longer knee to ankle, you might have to adjust wider. That's a lot more rare, but if that's you, make sure and do that. From here, belly button to spine, ribs up tall, laces tight. Hook those thumbs, fingers side by side, and you're gonna point those fingertips straight forward. Now we're going to hinge over to a flat back. So I'm going to turn on an angle so you can see it. Hinge over, I'm reaching my tailbone back and I'm reaching my breastbone forward as my hands head straight at the floor. Bend those knees until you feel the stretch from your knee to your hip into the back of the sits bones. This is going to help activate the muscles in the front of the pelvic floor. So very important. Here we go. Tuck that chin. We're going to dive for 4 pulses and stretch out our back. Here we go. Tuck, dive. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen the spine. Big shoulder roll. Repeat. Set your belly on a table. Dive. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Shoulder roll. Bend those knees. Dive. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Shoulder roll. Halfway with number 4. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen that spine. Shoulder roll. 4 more, just like this. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Number 5. Here's 6. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. 2 more. 7, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Last one. 8, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Shoulder roll. Tuck your chin, round your back. Keep pushing those knees out. Big inhale. I want you to feel your shoulder blades spread away from each other like a pair of wings opening up. Big inhale. Bend those knees. On your exhale, roll up by pushing your belly button through your spine. 2, bend those knees. Bend those elbows on 3. Tuck that tailbone on 4. Pull the laces tight on 5. Bring those elbows back. Retuck on 6. Shoulders and ribs on 7. Head is last. And hands above on 8. Tuck that chin. Pulling out on those hands as if you were holding a rope. Hook those thumbs really good. You can hook those index fingers too if you need it. And pull out. 2, 3, 4. Bend, tuck, press that back. Flat as you can. Reach those arms straight. And pump back. 2, 3, 4 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do one set of singles. Check those feet. Make sure they're still. Knee over ankle. Toes at midnight. Hook those thumbs, press those fingers, hinge over, sending the tailbone back and the chest forward. Make your spine as long as you can. Bend those knees till you feel the hip joint. Here we go. Set the belly on a table. Don't let it hang. And dive 1, shoulder roll. Dive 2, shoulder roll. Dive 3, shoulder roll, and 4, 4 more, 5, and lengthen, 6, 2 more, 7, 1 more, 8, and lengthen. Round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, spread those wings across your back. Bend those knees and roll up on the exhale from the belly button. 2, pull those elbows on 3, tuck that tail on 4, lace them back 5, ribs up 6, head up 7, hands last. Get a good grip and pull out. 2, 3, 4, bend, tuck straight up, rest your back flat and pump back. 2, 3, 4 more, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wiggle those feet back in. Let's kick that out. Feet under the hip bones, toes at midnight. Belly button to spine. Use those lower stomach muscles. Round the low back. Laces tight. Reach away. Inhale, hunch. Reach it out. Ribs up on the exhale. Kick it out. 2, 3, 4 more. 5, 6, 7, and march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, just a little bit of water.